Now, Fortnite is one of the great gaming sensations at the moment, and its release on Android was very much anticipated. However, for Epic Games to actually bring it to Android, it had to fight against this whole Android fragmentation problem. Hello there, my name is Gary Sims, and this is Android Authority. If you want to find out what battles Epic Games need to fight to bring Fortnite to Android, please let me explain. Now, recently Epic Games published a blog post describing the different issues they had about bringing Fortnite over to Android, and their revelations are really quite interesting. The first thing to note is this wasn't a case of having to port Fortnite over onto Android. It was actually written in using the Unreal Engine, which means that's actually got cross-platform support from the get-go. So it wasn't a case of having to rewrite it all in Java or something like that. They were already using a tool that allowed them to bring it across multiple platforms. And interestingly, it wasn't also a case of, well, Android fragmentation is because some people are still running Android 7, some people are running Android 8, and there's all these Android versions out there and they just are just so bad and you can't. No, that's not the problem either. Actually, fundamentally, Android is very good at backwards compatibility. And particularly when you're dealing with something like a gaming, where really all you want to do is get kind of graphics onto the display as fast as you can, there isn't that much difference between one version of Android and another. So what was the issue? Well, the issue is actually all to do with performance. Although the game would probably run on just about any device that they care to install it on, of course what you want is smooth gameplay, and you want the gameplay to be comparable to what other people are using, because of course this is cross-platform. So you don't want to be in a situation where your version of the game doesn't show the same things and somehow therefore the game experience is actually less. Now, the first thing to notice about the Android ecosystem is that each phone can have a processor from a different manufacturer. So maybe you've got kind of Snapdragon processors from Qualcomm, or Exynos processors from Samsung, or processors from Huawei, or processors from MediaTek. Now, inside each of these processors, there are different CPUs and different GPUs. Let's just concentrate on GPUs for a moment because they are the most important when it comes to games like Fortnite. Now, there are two main manufacturers of a GPU. You've got Qualcomm with its Adreno GPUs, and you've got ARM with their Mali GPUs. Now, both Qualcomm and ARM have different generations and models of GPU. So the GPU you find in one Qualcomm powered device will be different to what you might find in a different Qualcomm powered device. And let's say you look at Kirin processors, which generally have the Mali GPU in them, there will be a different Mali GPU in one generation compared to another generation. That means when Epic Games were trying to optimize Fortnite for a particular GPU, they already had to consider two major manufacturers of GPU and then actually different models inside of those different series of GPUs. But actually the situation is even more complicated than that, because you've also got the issue of the graphics API. On the one side, you've got OpenGL ES, which has been around for a long time, has gone through lots of different revisions. And then you've also got the Vulkan API, which is something much newer and is not supported necessarily by all of the recent handsets. And then beyond that, you've also got the graphics driver. So there's a driver that takes those kind of calls from OpenGL ES and turns them into something that actually happens on the hardware. And what Epic found out is that you can actually have the same processor with the same GPU in one handset and the same processor with the same GPU in another handset, but they've got different graphics drivers which actually do things ever so slightly differently. So one way to get around this was that Epic Games forged strong relationships with all of the different handset manufacturers. In particular, Samsung went down to Epic Games and they worked with their engineers to actually optimize the game for Samsung devices, which is one of the reasons why it was first released, of course, on Samsung devices. But of course, also ARM were involved and Qualcomm were involved, because Epic Games wanted to optimize Fortnite for all these different processors. So another thing that Epic Games found is that OEMs tweak the internals of Android. So you might, for example, on paper get two handsets that have very similar specifications, maybe they even have the same processor, but actually one OEM will tweak the scheduling of the Linux kernel differently to its counterpart, Or maybe the other one tweaks the power managemently different to the other one, and when you actually come to playing an intensive graphic game like Fortnite, the two handsets perform differently. As well as tweaking the scheduling and the power management, Epic Games found out that different handsets have different memory capabilities. For example, on the Samsung Galaxy S8, they were able to allocate 3 of the available 4 GB and use those 3 GB for the game. However, on a Pixel 2 XL, of the available 3.6 GB, they were only able to allocate 1.8 GB. So there's obviously a difference of over a gigabyte of available memory that could be used by the game. So this of course makes targeting particular platforms quite tricky because you don't actually know how much memory is going to be available for storing all of that great and rich graphic data that they need to present during the gameplay. So the way Epic got around this was, of course, they did testing on individual devices, they've been working with the individual manufacturers, and they've come up with a set of profiles, almost like you kind of get on the PC kind of games where there's kind of a low power, medium and high and epic, and they kind of change the detail settings and they change the kind of the distance that you can see in the game and the shadows and all that kind of stuff, and different profiles are applied to different handsets. But not only that, they also have a GPU profile. So when the GPU is detected, is it a Mali GPU? Is it a Qualcomm GPU? Is it this particular generation? Is it a different type of generation? Then a different profile will be applied that can maybe try to work around bugs, that can maybe try to introduce some optimizations that will bring better gameplay for each of those different GPUs. And then on top of that, they have actual handset profiles. So when the game is running on a particular handset, it will know what optimizations it can use, and it will know how much memory it can use to actually bring the smoothest gameplay possible. So when you look at this in general, what you actually find is that Epic Games have not been battling against, oh, this device is running Android 8, whereas this device is running Android 8.1. No, that's not the issue. The issue is the difference in the internals, in terms of GPU, in terms of drivers, in terms of memory allocation, in terms of the graphics APIs that are supported, in terms of the efficiency of those graphic APIs. And to try to bring those real smooth gameplay, they've had to look at all the devices individually. And that means that at the moment there is a finite list of devices that are supported. And they are trying to make that list bigger, and they're trying to bring it to more and more devices. But the bottom line is there is an advantage to buying a popular device. That means it gets the attention of the game makers, in this case, Epic Games. And so there you have it, Fortnite's battles against Android fragmentation. My name's Gary Sims and this is Android Authority. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell notification icon. Okay, that's it. I'll see you in the next one.